People in the Oak Lawn neighborhood of Dallas are looking to end a crime spree after 13 robberies or assaults since September. There were 2 this week. The most recent and one of the most violent was last night. Tonight, Dallas Mayor Mike Rawlings is there in the neighborhood to address the problem. Fox 4's Deanna Zoga is in Oak Lawn right now with more. Deanna.
Yeah, the mayor is out here walking with the councilman who represents this district, Adam Medrano, excuse me. They're here talking to people about what the city is doing to address these strings of crimes. This is after a violent attack last night. This is as the community is learning about that attack. A man who was leaving the Cedar Springs Tap House just up the street here where he works, heading to a friend's house. It was a short walk, but it ended with him badly injured and in the hospital.
I'm tired. And my head hurts, and I'm kind of worn out.
From the intensive care unit at Baylor Medical Center, Jeffrey Hubbard described to us by phone how a man attacked him late Thursday night on the sidewalk near Rollins and Knight Street.
I remember a black man walking past me and smacking me.
So he walked past you, and then he turned around?
Sneak attack.
Hubbard says he was hit over the head, then slid under an SUV where the attacker couldn't get to him to do any more harm.
I knew the guy that was attacked last night, and that struck a chord. That's when I said, this doesn't have to happen.
The response to Hubbard's attack was immediate. Michael Phelps, who lives in the neighborhood, says he and others with concealed carry permits are working out a plan to start their own Citizens Patrol.
There's also a very good collection of people here that have been in the military, like myself. We know what we can and we can't do. We're not talking about doing anything outside the law, but we're going to do everything that we can within the law to make sure that this, like I said before, ends now.
Dallas police had already sent additional officers, some undercover, to the area, but say they are adding more to the entertainment district, home to many bars and restaurants that cater to the LGBT community.
You can look back in newspaper articles and know that if people want to cause trouble in the gay community and hurt some gay folks, they're going to come to Oak Lawn and try to do it. And some of this is certainly falling in that category, we believe.
One attack after a pride parade in September near Oak Lawn is being investigated as a hate crime by police. Detectives believe multiple groups are behind the assaults and robberies, and there have been no arrests, leaving many to wonder when the violence will end.
It's a twofold situation. We need increased police protection, and folks that are there need to be paying attention to their surroundings and report anything that looks suspicious.
So Dallas Mayor Mike Rawlings, along with City Councilman Adam Medrano, were here tonight talking to people in these bars and restaurants. We're inside the bar across the street here and came out briefly to talk to us. Both insist the city is taking these crimes seriously.
We've got a great nightlife in our city, and we want to make sure that nightlife continues because it's part of our tourism, it's part of convention, it's really part of the fun of Dallas.
Now, the victim in last night's robbery, we're told, or incident rather, I don't believe he was robbed, but he was attacked. The man who was attacked last night, I'm told, is now out of the hospital at home resting. That comes from a friend who also works through a support group here in this area. That was the 13th incident since September, the second just this week. There was a robbery just reported up the street here at the Le Chateau condominiums just off Cedar Springs. This was on Monday morning. Another man says that he was robbed there by a man holding a handgun with a pink handle. So again, we're up to 13 crimes in this area, with the city pledging more police officers, more lights, and more support to get these crimes solved. Back to you.
All right, Deanna Zoga in Oak Lawn, thank you.